Hi everyone, today is Friday, June 14th, and today is actually a special day. Today is my 1 year wedding anniversary, and we'll be celebrating today. We'll be having a dinner tonight, so in a few hours. It's 6:40 right now, and it might seem late to have dinner, but it's so hot outside that we usually have dinner a little bit later. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick. There we go. I'm still working on the sweater today, and got a lot done. I'm almost, let's see if I'll show you guys real quick where I'm at. So, let's see, if I lay this flat, show you guys real quick. This is where I'm at so far. So I started obviously down here, and this is my first stitch marker. Well, progress marker, and then up here was where I finished, where I stopped. I believe it was last night. So this is how much from here to here, and then actually no, the night before, and then last night was this one right here. So got a lot of it done, which I am very proud of. It is a fast working pattern, and this is a test knit for Lady J Crochet, and I'm excited to work on this. It is something that has to be done by the 26th, I believe. So I'm looking at the calendar. I'm just gonna move you guys a little bit more. I have about a week and a half left to work on this, so I'm excited. Why can't I get you guys? Oops, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I am filming in a different spot today just because it was so bright where I usually film, so I decided to move today. If you hear any buzzing in the background, I do have a fan running right now just to keep the apartment cool. It's not that hot today, but still, like, I'm a person that doesn't like the heat, so I usually my ideal temperature is about 60. My ideal temperature for heat is about 75. Like, that's it. But I prefer 60, 65. It's perfect for me. I know for some people that might be cold, but I love the cold. So the only way for me to keep up with this heat is to have a fan and the AC running. So that's what I deal with. But anyway, today is, like I said, my 1 year anniversary, and started off at a great start. The bakery that did our wedding cake last year does this thing where traditionally you freeze the top layer of your wedding cake for a year, and then on your 1 year anniversary you eat it. But the baker doesn't like the fact that you have frozen cake and that's what you eat. And of course sometimes it gets frostbites and it's just not fresh. So she does this thing where on your 1 year anniversary, 2 weeks before, you call the bakery and you let them know that your anniversary is coming up. And she'll go ahead and look up your, it's picking up the stuff on the background. Go ahead and move these real quick. What she does is she picks up the, she looks up your cake order from the year before, and what she does then is she makes I believe it's like a 6-inch cake with the flavor of your original wedding cake, so that you can have a fresh 1 year anniversary topper. And I think that's great because then it's fresh and it tastes exactly the way you had it on your wedding day. You're not eating something that's been stuck in the freezer for a year that's probably stale tasting. So we picked that up yesterday, and we're excited to have it tonight after dinner. That's going to be our dessert. Our cake was a pink champagne cake base with the filling of key lime and blueberry. And I know that sounds odd, but it was so good. That combination was just perfect. Especially during the summertime, you don't want a heavy cake. I like chocolate, but I felt like chocolate in the summer was just too heavy. So we want something light. We went the non-traditional route of having like strawberries and cream on a yellow cake. So the pink champagne is the lightness, and then we have the citrusy and that berry taste with the blueberries and the key lime filling. So we're excited for that. We went today to go watch John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. It was a great movie. I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to watch it. We watched that. We went to a local taqueria. So it's kind of like, I would say, a Mexican restaurant, but it's really tiny. You just like literally go in and out. And we got tacos from there. And they make handmade corn tortillas, which are delicious. And they make them to order. So you're not getting something that was made or prepped earlier that day and then they just like reheat them. No, they're made as you order. So it does take some time to get the food, but fresh tortillas are always best if you can find them. Or know someone that can make them. Or if you make them yourself, they're always better when they're fresh. But that's what we've done so far today. We are going to continue our 1 year anniversary celebration through the weekend, just to enjoy ourselves and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. The weather should be cool enough so that we can enjoy time outside and not be inside. So that's exciting as well. Go ahead and move this over a little bit more. I don't know why. Give myself some slack. There we go. Let's see what else is going on today. Oh, this Sunday is Father's Day. I totally almost forgot about that. Yeah, Sunday is Father's Day. And my husband's going to spend Father's Day with his dad, and then I'll be spending it with my family. But yeah, we'll be at a park having a barbecue, which will be fun. I'll get to see some of my cousins. Don't know why this keeps going out of focus. I'm not sure. There's nothing else that it's focusing on. Apologize for that. I have been watching this new show. Well, it's not a new show, but it's new to me. I've seen the commercials a few times for it. And it's called Claws, and it's basically this lady who's a nail tech, and she owns a nail salon in, I think, Florida. I think it's like Miami or something out there, and it's basically a front for like a drug trade that's going on in the area, and she ends up becoming, I'm on the 4th episode now, I believe. Oh no, starting the 5th episode. From what I've seen, is she's like a money runner. So whenever this person calls her and tells her like, hey, you need to pick up, or you need to do a drop, she'll go to different locations and pick up the money, and then basically sends the money to different banks. And it's a really good show. I find it interesting. I find it very interesting. The guy and her main, I guess, he's not a dealer to her, but the main guy that she works with on this ends up supposedly dying, but he doesn't actually die. Someone else picks him up, thinking, and they all think that he's dead, but he's not. And the reason why she does is because she needs money to open a second nail shop in like the better area of the city, so that she can get out of the ghetto, basically. And so she does this as a side job so that she can get the money that she needs quicker and move out of the area faster for her and her brother. Her brother he has a really high IQ in the show, but he does have like a tick where he doesn't like physical touch. It bothers him, and he does have what they consider like a special needs, where he does need a caregiver. He can't be by himself. So she is his only caregiver, and she's always there taking care of him and everything that he needs. And it's just a really good show. It's different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be about a nail shop and the crazy stuff that they do there, or their lives, their individual lives, but it's not. It's more than that. So the show is really good. You guys, it's on TNT, but if you have on demand, you would have to purchase the first and second season from what I saw. But if you have Hulu, you can watch them there. So that's where I've been watching it, on Hulu, which is a good show. I'm enjoying it so far. Besides that, I've also been watching, we just finished watching The Chef show on Netflix. Years ago when the movie came out, it's called Chef, with Jon Favreau and Sofia Vergara. The movie was wonderful. Like, we really enjoyed that movie so much when we went to go watch it in theaters opening weekend. And when Netflix announced that there was going to be a show on there called The Chef Show, we were excited. So we actually binge watched the entire show within 2 days. We were done watching it. There's not a lot of episodes, but what we really liked about it was that The Chef Show itself has episodes based on the different chefs that participated in making the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie, it's basically about Jon Favreau's character, who works at a fancy restaurant but doesn't have the creative freedom to do whatever he wants with food. He has to stay to this like basic menu that's outdated, and he just doesn't like his job anymore. So he opens a food truck. While on vacation, he gets inspired with different food that made him fall in love with becoming a chef. So he gets a food truck, and as he's traveling back from Miami to LA, he stops and basically sells food at all these different truck locations. And in doing so, he runs into several different people where he works with them, in a sense, to pick up ingredients. So that's basically the whole movie, and then he makes it back to LA. He continues with his food truck, and end of story. There's more to it, though. If you want to watch it, Netflix does also have it, and I believe Hulu as well has the movie. But in the show on Netflix, they do like behind the scenes on how he learned, Jon Favreau, how he learned how to cook the different recipes that you see in the movie with the chefs. And so Roy Choi, who is a truck restaurateur, I guess, food truck owner for Koji, if you've ever been in LA and you know the Koji truck, he was like his mentor for the movie. So in the show, The Chef Show, you're going behind the scenes, and they tell you like what ingredients they use to make the recipes and dishes you saw in the movie. So we found that really interesting. We really enjoyed it. You guys should watch it if you're a foodie. We enjoy watching those type of movies. So yeah, that's what we also binge watched. Did don't think there was anything else that we saw recently. Oh yeah, we watched the game last night. So last night was the last game. If you're a basketball fan, the Raptors and the Warriors were playing last night. I believe it was game 6. And the Raptors ended up winning. It was a really good game. And I know a lot of people are upset that the Raptors won based on how the Warrior players ended up being physically. So if you don't watch the games or not a basketball fan, basically there's one player, Kevin Durant, who is in the hospital, I believe, still for something done, I think, on his leg or something like that. He's in the hospital, and so he couldn't play. And then there was another player, Klay Thompson, who was playing last night on the court, and he went to do like a layup, and when he landed, his knee kind of like buckled, his left knee buckled in, like inward, and it just looked really bad. And after the game, found out that he tore his Achilles. He tore his ACL, sorry, when that happened. And so they said that last night after the game had happened. So a lot of Warriors fans are saying that the Raptors won because a lot of the two main players from the Warriors weren't healthy. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but I thought it was a really good game. I've always been that type of person that feels it's not right to say that only these certain people are what make the team. I think you're in a team for a reason. So if a team only focuses on 2 good players or 1 good player, and that goes for any sport, I feel like then they like to blame it that they didn't win because that specific player wasn't there. And the way I see it is, well, you have a whole nother team that could basically help you win. You can't always depend on that one player. And it just goes to show, is your team really that good if you don't have these 2 players? And that's a reflection of the coach as well. And how well their training is and everything. So I do feel that the way some people are saying that the Raptors won based on these types of, I guess, what would you call them? These type of incidents, I guess, isn't fair. It's not fair. So, but that's just me. I'm, like I said, I don't have a basketball team that I like, but I'm glad the Raptors won. That's it. And last night also happened to be the last game that the Warriors would be playing at Oracle Arena. I believe they're moving to a new stadium in San Francisco itself. So if you're not from the Bay Area, there's several teams that don't actually play in San Francisco. For example, if you're a Niner fan, they don't actually have a stadium in San Francisco. They play in Santa Clara County. And then the Warriors are a San Francisco team, but they play in Oakland. So, and that's Alameda County. And so the only team that I personally know of that actually plays in San Francisco is the Giants. So they're actually going to have 2 teams that are going to be in San Francisco next year, and that's the Giants and the Warriors, which is good. It's good for them. So I'm coming up here to the end. Well, not really to the end, but I don't want this to be a long video, so I am going to finish off here. Let's see how much we've gotten done so far. If I lay it flat. Just bring you guys up. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Well, thank you guys for spending time with me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and it is Friday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for spending time with me. I hope you guys liked this video. Comment, like, and subscribe if you liked it. And you can always follow me on Modern Stitchers Go on Instagram to see any progress photos. And I will talk to you guys later.